got your pencils sharpened and your notebooks ready. You better have an active library card or have rich parents to buy all your textbooks. Hello. Who's ready for some in-universe magic? What do you think? That could be fun to look at today. It's reveal day. We've got Secrets of Strixhaven on the menu. What's up? I'm up. Are you up? I'm ready for some magic cards. Look like magic cards. What do you think? That could be fun. I appreciate you being here today, whether you're live or whether you're watching after the fact. Thank you so much. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got a lot to do today. Got some giveaway stuff. Say hey to me in chat so I can say hey to you. Boro, good to see you. Anthony, what up? Gamer Dad? Yeah, dude. I got a vibe with the tunes. Some lo-fi, some synth wavy stuff. That's basically what I do. Jackson bed? Heck yeah, dude. Throw me on your second monitor. Throw me on your TV. Yeah, Garage, good to see you. We've got Strixhaven spoilers today, and then we've got Marvel spoilers tomorrow. No, we're not doing this. We've got in-universe magic. Mystical Archive is going to be dope, LP. Wilkes, if you need a bathroom pass, you can go. Just raise your hand. Make eye contact with me. We're all adults here. Just excuse yourself, go use the bathroom, and come back. Don't be gone long. I don't want to get messages from the other teachers or any of the administration about hall passes. Red Hawk, there's only one person in the world who's Haven Strix. And she would be fucking annoyed that I even said that. Chat, I hope that y'all are ready. I'm excited, man. I am very ready for this set. This is one of the sets I'm very much looking forward to this year. First time we went to Strixhaven was dope. Mystical Archive is going to be so swag. And we got a lot going on. I want to thank the patrons for supporting me directly. Thank you so much for supporting me over there. Every Thursday night we play some Commander. If you want to get in on that, go join the Patreon. Also want to thank the sponsors of the channel, Card Conduit. Best place to sell your cards quickly and easily on the internet. Go check what your collection is worth over there, what they'll offer you for it. Might be able to exit some cards that you're not playing. Spend that money on something that you want. Packs.com. Best place to rip digital packs for real cards. Very cool site. Partnered with them now. Got some giveaways from them to do throughout the stream today. We're going to look at some of the packs over on packs.com. Let y'all pick what we open up, and then I'll give away whatever we open up. Any cool stuff. TCG Player, best place to buy your cards. Have stores compete for your wallet. Dragon Shield, best way to protect your cards. Best sleeves that you can possibly buy. And Moxfield, the only place to put your deck lists on the internet. There's literally no other place to put your deck lists than Moxfield, as far as I'm concerned. That's it. I'm done advertising, chat. I appreciate you. No. Marvel is not tomorrow. I was just joking. I want to clarify, when I was joking just now, that all it was a joke. When I said that joke earlier about Marvel reveals being tomorrow, I was just joking. Chat, let's check out packs.com. Y'all pick out a pack for me to open up and we can give some stuff away. What do y'all think? Packs.com is digital pack opening for real cards. They put the odds transparently right there on the site. We got things like the Expedition pack. Basically what I'm thinking today is we'll open up a bunch of these, whatever packs y'all want to see open. And then anytime that we get a card that's over the value of the pack that we opened, we'll give that card away. Does that sound fun? I'm just demo spinning right now. Prairie Stream, not what you want to hit there. Ooh, Godless Shrine would have been sick. Flooded Grove, not bad. Top hits, Polluted Delta, Flooded Strand, Ancient Tomb, Scalding Tarn, Misty Rainforest, Arid Mesa. Those make sense. Got a little shock, a little hallowed fountain. That's not bad. Brothers War? Is that a pack that they've got? I'm diving into this with y'all here. Eternities. Foundation. Brothers War. I don't see Brothers War. Game Changers. $11. Every card is... Oh, none of... It's not all Game Changers. This pack has to be retitled. It's got some Game Changers. It's not guaranteed Game Changers. I see. Narset. Aether Vial for $11. Not bad. $6. Man, Aether Vial's gone down in price, huh? How about an invention? Yeah, W, let's give away a Kaladesh invention, yeah? We'll spin till we get something over the value of this 100, then we'll give it away. I like how that sounds. Do y'all like how that sounds? We've got an hour. Did my little thing make it onto this screen? No. Broop. There it is. We've got an hour until the reveal. The reveal goes live at 1 p.m. Yeah, Matt, the pack is $100, so they've got custom created packs on this site. And so this is a demo spin of it. Whenever you spin, you know, you're guaranteed an invention on this one. Oblivion Stone. What a time to be alive. Oh, Static Orb. Over 100. Look at that. All right, so that's a... We'll demo pack it up a little bit. See what they got here. You know, it's like... When I started working with packs, I was like... It's kind of like collector packs, but they've aimed it very specifically at a type of card. You can open collector packs just to get inventions. Extra planar lens, is that one got... Yeah, I thought so. That one's got some value nowadays. Mine, good to see you. Garage, what up? Oh, yeah, Matt. Yeah, and not all of them are $100 packs, you know what I'm saying? They got... Basically, a coin is $1, so think of it like that. Bloomborough Chase, $18. First place... If you want to chase a yellow border, you can go first place chase. First place foil unstoppable plan. Jacoby, the reveal is on their official YouTube. You can see it right here. Premieres in 44 minutes. We're about 44 minutes from it happening. Full throttle first place foil. He had True Miss Popo. The specificity is very, very real in these packs. That's what I like about them. And I've already started throwing them ideas. I was like, dudes, immediately I'm going, okay, what about this for a pack? What about this for a pack? Can I have a pack? I want a Joel pack. People can spin the Joel R Magic pack. Let's do a Zendikar expedition, yeah? Yeah, Mox prices are crazy right now. They do not look number one, dude. All right. Hashtag, let's do this giveaway. Hashtag PAX1. Hashtag PACKS and the number 1. I just typed it there in chat. Type in hashtag PAX1. And once I pick a winner, we'll do some spins on this expedition, the Zendikar expeditions, until we get one that's over the value of the pack. And that's the one you'll win. Hashtag PAX1. Yeah, enter to win yourself a little expedition. Jank, that can be the next one. Ooh. We'll make it fun. What do we do? Maybe the winner wins 4 spins on it, actually, and then you can keep. Oh man, Sacred Foundry. That would definitely be one to keep, eh? Jank, I should have messaged you and been like, help me come up with a game for this. Oh man, Garage, that's another good one. Y'all gotta write these down for me, okay? Hashtag pack2pack. Hashtag pack2school. Hashtag you scratch my pack, I'll scratch yours. We can do this all day, dude. Hashtag stack those packs. Hashtag pack that thing up. Forbidden Orchard. I would actually like this one. I don't know if it's got a little bit of value on it. Yeah, Jank, let's talk, because this is as part of the sponsorship with packs.com. I told them, I was like, I want to give away cards to people every time I'm live, and they were like, yeah, we can do that. So here we are, baby. We got to gamify it. Oh, Pack to the Future Buzz. That's a good one. Now, Garage, now you're pushing it. You're gonna get in trouble. Now you're pushing it. All right, here we go. Hashtag PAX1. Pack my bishop. Y'all, we're gonna get expelled before we even get to class today. Baby got pack. Regurgitator. Regurgitator, this is a sponsor of the channel, packs.com. Rip digital packs for real cards. I'm about to rip some packs and give some cards away. Ethan, type in hashtag PAX1 and I'll explain it from there. I'm about to choose a winner, and I just picked a 2-digit number under 20 and I'm counting down from it. And when I'm done with that in my head, I'm gonna hit choose. Pack my bishop. Ethan, this is new to the live stream today too, so we're figuring this out as we go. We got, let me see. We got 40 minutes until the debut video for Strixhaven. That's really why we're here today. Yeah, Seeking, I like EDM for focus. Really helps me focus it up. Really helps me get in the zone and flow some workout. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. That's not bad. Choosing. NBD199. At NBD199, can you confirm that you're there and you know how to join the Discord, and we will start some rolling. I'm only doing this to confirm that you are there because potentially big prizes on the line here. NBD199, if you can just say OMG or something in chat. Chat, if you win a giveaway on the stream, regardless of what it is, there's NBD199. Let's go, bud. We're just going to spin this until we hit a card that is over the value of the opening, which is 52 coins and 0.02 coins. Coins and keens. It's 52 coins and 2 keens. Here we go. NBD. We're going to spin it. First spin, here we go. Is that going to go ahead and crack it right out the gate? Dude. Sheesh. First spin, dude. NBD, you're going home with, it's $52. Regurgitator, a coin is $1, basically. Chat, if you want to sign up for packs.com, you get 5% when you load up over there on the website. If you use my link, it's down in the description. Nice roll, MBD. NBD, I want to warn you and anybody that runs anything today, wins anything today on packs. This is a new process to me. So it's definitely going to happen and you're going to receive your card. I don't know how long it's going to take. We'll see. Stick with me. You and me, you said you're already in the Discord. You and me going to be in DMs and we'll make this happen, okay? I'm only warning you because it's a new process to me, not because it's not going to happen. Just to be clear. Yeah, dude, foil stomping ground, not a bad hit on the old one tap. That's me, NBD. Just message me directly. DM me and I'll keep in touch. Foil stomping ground. Well, that's pretty freaking hype. As much as opening real packs is, Spiffy, it's the same. Opening collector packs. Hashtag pack to the future. I'm going to let the winner of this one pick what pack they spin. That should be fun. Boom. Hey, NBD199, grats on the stomping ground, dude. Hashtag pack to the future. What's a foil Cavern of Souls expedition go for? Let's check. I think they've got all the odds. Oh, wait, it's up here. I'm gonna ding this. Here we go. You said... Pause. What up? Good to see you. Cavern of Souls. Is that in the... Might not be in this pack. Is that in this pack? Or is that in this set? Look at what Scryfall looks like today, chat. Oh, it was the Z and E. These are all EXPs. Yeah, there's also a link to the Discord in the chat. TTV, when do you see the revealed cards? Revealed cards are going live at 1 p.m. The WotC stream begins then. Right here. And we will be covering it's 35 minutes away. Invocation, Jurassic Park, Outlaw Pack. Oh, man. Getting a simulacrum synthesizer would actually be sick. Oh my god, no kidding. Okay. You don't want to use your hits on the demo spins, you know? This is going to have its own meta. No. No, Waka, I'm just giving away cards. That's all that's happening. Packs.com is a sponsor of the channel. I'm just giving away some cards. If you do want to join Packs.com, use my link. You get 5% when you load up, but nothing necessary. All you got to do is sit there and chill and watch some spins on some cards. You've got the sim sack and you've got the sim synthesizer in oh my god, dude, that was a demo spin. Give it back. Hashtag pack to the future. We'll enter you to not only win a spin until we get something over the value of the pack, but you can pick which pack. Not the beta one, though. That'll blow through all the... That ain't happening. We gotta keep it for real. Oh, a Bristly Bill's kind of sick. Yeah, Simulacrum Synthesizer's pretty sweet. Yeah, Matt. I really would like to go back to Thunder Junction because I agree. I think a lot of the treatments were very cool. Regurgitator, I bet we're going to get multiple versions of Thor, dude. Yeah, Walker, no worries. Ooh, Pack to Exile. Kiru, but does that give us the the vibes of we're gonna pull a basic. Madamus, here, we'll spin the beta booster packs. It's 264 a spin, bro. We'll spin this just for you, bud. There's your resurrection, Madamus. Oh man, this pack is like feast or famine. Flash fires. This is kind of a weird pack because you're like, I'll take a basic. Please give me one of those $100 basics. Hey, a $704 Wrath of God. Don't threaten me with a good time. They're just hugging. They're just hugging. There's brothers. Sheesh. Now, it's not in foil. You new heads, it's not in foil. Ben, what up? Good to see you. Psychic Venom. 15 demo spins before you got a soul ring? Yeah, dude, it is still cracking packs. The best thing to... Oh, there went an Underground Sea. The best thing to do is buy singles, chat. Always, always, always. The most responsible way to engage with this game is to buy singles. Lots of people like cracking packs, though, or collector boosters wouldn't be what they are. I love it. I know some of you love it. And if you want to... Oh, there went a Lotus. Oh, this has got to be a hit. Come on. I was expecting more. Raging River and you just passed it by. All right, chat. Hashtag pack to the future. You're going to win a pack of your choice. That's like... We'll go Avatar down. We'll say Beta, Judge Promo, and Kaladesh. We got lucky with that invention. Let's do some demo spins here. We'll see what we get. Oh, these are pretty cool. Oof. If everyone buys singles, then who sells them? Styles and people that want to buy different singles. Yeah, dude. Luckily, everybody wants different stuff. Deranged Hermit. That's cool. Sliver Legion. Ooh. That's a cool one. Yeah, Fallible, this is all real cards. Right now I'm demo spinning. You can see the real spin there for coins. One coin's basically $1. No, Kiru, there's not a greatest hits, but dude, I've already been talking to them about like, I need a top 100 commander playables in here so that regardless of what you get, you're walking away with a card that's going in a deck, right? I really love like the Kaladesh Invention pack. It's an expensive shot, but if it's the kind of thing you want to do, you're at least guaranteeing that you're walking away with an invention. I think that's cool. It's like if they had a collector booster that was just shots at inventions, right? That's how I look at it. It's kind of cool. But I've been firing some like this kind of stuff. Legendary commanders. This is pretty cool. Jack, let's go check out the legendary creatures one. Hey, look, that's super rare, right? A foil stamped card. Oh my goodness. You said Regurgitator, check you soon. Debut happens in 28 minutes. Legends? Legendary? Oh, this one? Legendary Commanders? Is that... Oh, we were on it. All right, chat, I'm spinning it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And some of these I want to give them some feedback on, like what's included. Like that's a cool hit. Like this is the kind of thing that I would rather be hitting, you know. If you hit like a loss hit, You want it to be something cool, something usable. Foil showcase. All right, here we go. Hashtag pack to the future. Wazzlebug, good to see you. Chat, type in hashtag pack to the future. I'm going to give away one of these packs. Spin it until we get a winning card and then give you that card. But yes, these are real cards. You buy the real cards, you can get the real cards when you win it. Ethan, we haven't run it yet. I'm just about to. Hashtag pack to the future. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Did it. Hunter LM Smith. If you could just say what up, let me know you're there. Let me know if you've seen a cool pack that you're interested in. Hunter LM Smith, let me know if you're there. If you're not, I'm going to re-roll the winner. John Reed, they don't have Aether Drift straight up, but they've got first place foil pack where everything is yellow border. Hunter LM Smith, come on, dude. Tell me you're there. I want to get a good card in your hands. Matt, it's only one card, so I'll ship worldwide. That's no problem. Hunter LM Smith, I'm going to give you another 60 seconds to claim this thing, and then I'm going to re-roll. Come on, Hunter. Hunter's like, I'm at work. My phone is in my pocket. And my boss is right there. You're losing me a chance at a pack, Craig. He said we roll till we win, Craig. Walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away. I'm trying to will your boss to walk away, Hunter. Come on. Everybody, eyes in chat. Put your eye. We need eyes in chat to distract Hunter's boss. So Hunter can really quickly get into chat and type, I'm here. Nixon said, I'm Hunter's brother. Okay, dude. I'm Hunter's cousin. I heard. Master of Galaxies. We'll do another one in a second. Hunter. Eyes in chat. Distract his boss. Everybody's like, Hunter's boss, look over here. Come on, dude. Oh, they got a Miku pack, chat. Hunter, dude, I'm so sorry. Okay. The thing is it gives me a timer. Since you last said anything in chat. Well, since you won and you haven't said anything in chat, it gives me a timer. Right now, that timer's at 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Chat, we are going to let you decide here. We're at 3 minutes on Hunter's timer. How long do we let the timer go for Hunter? Chat gets to decide. How long before we re-roll this, chat? It's on you to decide. You decide the fate of Hunter LM Smith. What's in the Miku pack? Let's spin it. I don't know what I expected. This is like looking inside the bag that said dead bird inside. Don't open. Got it. It's Miku cards. In 2 minutes. Oops. All right. 5 minute rule. I'm seeing mostly 5 minute rule. I'm seeing a lot of 4 minutes, but I'm seeing mostly 5. All right, right now it's at 3:55, so essentially, Hunter LM Smith, maybe use your bathroom break. Hunter is like scanning as fast as he can. Gotta get to the bathroom break. It's 4 minutes and 9 seconds. 4 minutes and 15 seconds. I'm going to re-roll the winner at 5 minutes. Chat. So one of you that are entered to win. 4 minutes and 30 seconds, Hunter. Oof. Rough. Scrying sheets? Is there a pack with Jessica's will in it? Oh, Arconu, that's good feedback though. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. I don't know, but that would be cool to be able to look up a specific card that you want and see if there's any packs in it. Hunter, that's 5 minutes, buddy. I'm so sorry, but we are going to re-roll the winner. Next winner up, Travis MN. Travis, are you there? Travis, I need you to claim. Let me know, Travis MN, if you are there. We're going 5 minute rule. That's been established now, and I'm happy with it. I'm comfortable with it. What did somebody ask? Game Changer pack preview? Top hits, Mox Diamond, Gaia's Cradle, Ancient Tomb. 0.07 to hit a Gaia's Cradle. Ugh. Travis, come on, buddy. I'm in 30 seconds. I'm not seeing you. Let's go. We got 21 minutes till the debut. Everybody Googling, how do you change your YouTube username? Travis MN said I am. All right, Travis. What pack looks interesting to you, pal? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Anything on the screen down. No bathroom break needed. Beautiful, dude. Let's roll a pack. Let's get you a card. I want to see a cool card. You got any interest in any of these packs, Trav? Yeah, Rev, we got 20 minutes until the Strixhaven debut. Chad, I appreciate y'all being here today. We do have the Strixhaven debut coming up in 20 minutes. Brand new cards from Strixhaven. Starts up in 20 minutes. I'm going to be talking over that. Right now, we are talking about the sponsorpacks.com. Giving away some cards. I can't jump in chat, said Travis. I can see you're chatting, though. Chat, the site we're looking at right now is packs.com, sponsor on the channel. They wanted to work together, and I said, you know what? Explain to me what's going on. And I said, you know what? We can do this, but I want to give away packs every time I'm live. And they said, okay. Travis said, I love dinos. Let's go Jurassic Park. Yeah, dude. All right. Jurassic packs are $41.51. Trav, good luck. We're going to go until we get a card over the value. Let's go. We got some emblem cards in there. I'm seeing that. Let's go again. Ooh, there went an emblem. Another cresting Mosasaurus. Let's spin again. Trav. Dino. Emblem Dino right here. Ooh, Henry Wu. I can feel it. I can feel it. Yeah, there's stamped cards in this. All right, we're not over the value yet, Trav. We're not done. Let's take a break. Let's take just a second. Yeah, look, these are the hits. Your top hits are the emblem cards. Just like you'd expect. These are your top 6. These also good. I mean, honestly, we're just looking for emblems. That's what we want to see. Let's go, Trav. Here we go. Ooh, a little bit more, and we had an emblem there. $5. We need something cool. We're spinning till a cool card. Come on, Dino Pack. I need you to be a little bit better to us. Let's go. Henry Wu's not getting it done. Trav, let's get you an emblem. Little bit more, little bit more. Yeah, baby. Hey, how about that one, dude? Trav going home with an Ian Malcolm Chaotician with the emblem stamp, dude. That thing is sexy, bro. Very sexy. Insane hit there. Grats. Love to see that. Grats, Travis. Found it. Yeah, dude. I told you we were going to find one. I want to give cards away. Packs.com was like, all right, let's do it. And here we are. Life does find a way. Trav, congratulations. NBD, congratulations. I appreciate everybody being live with me here today. Pax.com, sponsor of the channel. Thank you very much. Go over to Pax.com, use my link. You get 5% when you sign up using my link. Come hang out with me live. We're going to be giving away Pax.com packs every time I'm live. Now I'm excited about some Strixhaven. Let's rock and roll. Yeah, hey, if you win a giveaway, Travis, NBD, please message me on Discord. And like I said, just as a warning, not because it's not going to happen, I'm definitely getting you this card, but because it's a new process for me. Might be a second. I don't exactly have these on me. You know what I'm saying? This is all run through Pax.com. So I got to figure out how it's going to get to me, how it's going to get to you, but we're going to figure it out, okay? I don't think anybody's in a rush to get the Jurassic Park cards at this point. I feel like if we can get it to you, Travis, you're going to be in a good place. I want a picture of this card because that is going to look so hot. Hood, I don't. Oh man, I'm walking in the woods. Oh, never know where they'll find us. I did used to have a decent Jeff Goldblum. NBD, you did excellent. Trav, you got the DM. You got me over on Discord. Garage, no, but we gave away a Ian Malcolm. You see that? That's pretty sweet. So let's go see. Backpack? Oh yeah, here we go. This is what's in the backpack. So there we go. Stomping Ground. That one belongs to NBD. And Ian Malcolm. That one belongs to Travis. Near mint, near mint. And it shows me my total value in my backpack. And then I just take all these. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Sell those back. Confirm. Sold them back. Booyah. Refresh. We were at 2,000 when we started. So for math's sake, you know how I like stats, chat. We were at 2K when we started. We're at 1664. And we got 44386 value in our backpack. Coin's about $1. Obviously, buy singles. But if you're going to crack packs, you can crack collector packs. You can go see if you like any of these specialty ones in here. Aim at something very specific. But on to Strixhaven. The full value of the card, Jank. Yeah, Matt, that was another thing that I liked. I mean, it's like basically I'm always encouraging people to sell their uselesses anyway back to a place like Card Conduit, which is giving you like 60 to 80%, somewhere in there, average 70 probably. And yeah, you can just sell them right back. Fly them out. Get the crap out of here. Oh man, Nix, I wouldn't mind a Miss Bumble either. Valerian, that's a good question. If you would prefer to do that, do that. Baby. No, I didn't order the book. Did somebody try and take this stuff behind me? Where'd all that come from? What the heck? Hills, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you for saying so. You were talking about my playmats? Dog. You think that's all my playmats? That's cute. I can't give away playmats. Every time once you get far enough into Magic, every time you give away a playmat, 2 more pop up in your house. Wazzle, this would be a good sketch for you. Every single time you give somebody a playmat that you own, you open up your backpack and you're like, where'd these 3 come from? The average MagicCon experience: walk in, get handed a playmat, go to the bathroom, get handed a playmat. Come to our booth, we have free playmats. Everybody's like, no, and they're like chasing people down. Take this fucking playmat! Oh yeah. Good thing is they're a strong backup on the like whole hobby. If my entire life just crashes and goes to shit, I can sell my Magic cards and hopefully have a little cash, and then I can quilt a blanket that's infinitely large out of my playmats. Wazzle, that was a good one. Hoodie driver, you can ask that. No, I'm just messing with you. It's from a place called Heroes and Villains. I'm not sponsored by them. I did send them an email and say, hey, I get compliments on the hoodie all the time. Could I get a free hoodie? They didn't even answer. Most companies will at least be like, your niche might be one thing, but buddy, we work with big YouTubers, okay? Yeah, don't you get a visit and a little knock on the door, Dom, if you're ever like, dinosaurs are anything less than the dopest shit you've ever seen? Do they have a full monopoly on dinosaurs? What other dinosaur IPs are there? Jack, I'm very excited for the Quintorius deck. The Lorehold deck looks cool. Anything that'll get me rummaging around in my graveyard, you know what I'm saying? My goal is to have a Reanimator deck of every single color combination. Mono green Reanimator, here we come. Arconu, I don't know. It's tough for me to speculate on that. No, you, Rockhound, you go to enough MagicCons, you get handed enough things in enough bathrooms. It's not sketchy anymore. People are like, here's my token for my YouTube channel. Scan the QR code on the back. You're like, dog, I'm just trying to take a poop. I'm over here hovering. My quads are screaming because I don't want my rear to touch Ricky's rear. I saw him leave the bathroom right before me. Ugh. LP, when I see a rest in peace, I just sprint away. Yeah, I'll be at Atlanta Con, Jack. I'll be at all the cons this year. Garage, do you have live chat or top chat? Up in the top left of YouTube chat, there's a live chat and there's a top chat drop down. And so you can either get what YouTube deems it wants to show you with top chat, or live chat, which shows you every message coming through. Arconu, I saw that. It's tough. I want it. Its name is Joel. The homepage you showed before where you open packs. Oh, what's that page name? That's called packs.com. Use my link in the description and you'll get 5% when you load up your account if you want to open digital packs for real cards. Yeah, no. Holy crap, Nico. What up, dude? Good to see you. You're back for a dope set. Brad, that's exactly the con experience. After day one, there is no toilet paper left. It's just people dropping playmats on the floor. You just kind of... I'm going to move on from that one. When you hashtag disgusting yourself with your own jokes. I'm new to Magic and really enjoying it so far. Is there anything I should not do? You should buy singles. You should not go crazy on packs. Keep learning. Dude, J Crod, no way, Jose. That's how you know I was just joking. I don't take a poop at a con. Catch me at a convention holding my poop in. Catch me the hour after the convention in the bathroom at my hotel. You mean? John, I've just found this, it's funny that somebody asked if I listen to EDM, because I just started listening to this girl, Sophie Tucker. You ever heard Sophie Tucker? It's like house music. I've recently been getting into like house trance stuff for work and for, you know, just focus. Yeah, food time. Catch me the hour before the con floor closes going, I gotta find a bathroom. No, Jank, that's next. I have a path to my sponsorships, you know. This quarter, I'm going to be sponsored by Pax.com. Next quarter, I'm going to be sponsored by DebtConsolidators.com. Next quarter, I'm going to be sponsored by BailBonds.com. Then we're back around to Wizards of the Coast. It goes full loop, you know. Because if this isn't indentured servitude, I don't know what is. And that's when I hit the applause button. I need an applause button over here. No, I would just get annoying with that. I think it's better if I just have silence. 11 on Walmart? What are you talking about? Oh, you saw... Okay, so bad shit. Okay, so some people... We got some Sophie Tucker fans in here. Nice. LP, just look. Anybody is free to is just welcome to ask me. I don't have so many people ask me about my bathroom habits at Las Vegas. Yeah, Sophie Tucker's 2 people. But I associate it because the first name's Sophie and it's always her singing. Yeah, third quarter, I'm going to be sponsored by Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. I just want to go on vacation. They said they would sponsor my vacation if I had margaritas and talked about Magic cards the whole time, dude. I was like, okay. Wolfsbane, you're the monarch. All hail. Could I get some crowns in chat? If you could spare a finger for your stream monarch sitting on the throne, Wolfsbane, all hail. The stream monarch, all hail. Drop out? My audio dropped out for a second. Are we good? Can you hear me in the throne room? Wolfsbane, thank you very much. All hail the stream monarch, crowns and chat. All right, enough of that. I don't know what the hell happened, but I want to leave it alone. Weird. I'm very behind. Garage, are you being rude? You sent that message a million years ago? Your delay is just really high today. Really? That's weird. I'm not getting any delay messages on my side. Chat, let's check where we're at. We got 60 seconds. Chat! It's time for Strixhaven! Who's ready? The Wiz Palace. Chat, we're here for one thing today, and that's to look at magic cards, new magic cards. John Reed coming through with the 5 gifted, taking the throne room. All hail, John Reed, all hail. Your new stream monarch. Before I could even award the previous monarch. All hail, crowns in chat. There's a fight in the throne room, fight in the throne room. Hey, but for real, if you got a gifted membership from John, a thank you is in order. A hug and a thank you is greatly in order. Cheers, John. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. All hail. Wolfsbane, I appreciate you too. All hail our outgoing stream monarch. All hail our outgoing stream monarch, John Reed, or Wolfsbane. John Reed, thank you for the 5 gifted. All hail. Here we go, chat. Dudes. It's 1 minute and 20 is what that says, I think. Chat, let me tell you how this works. I am going to be talking over this. I'm going to be hanging out. That's what this is. It's a co-stream. If you want to watch this uninterrupted by me, there's an official stream on the Magic the Gathering channel. That's what we're watching right now. And you're welcome to go watch that. Otherwise, settle in. And let's see some brand new cards. Should be fun. All hail the stream monarch, John Reed. All hail. I appreciate that, Wazzle. Chat, it's getting real. They're like it's a college thing. Let's make them feel like they're on mushrooms. Nico?
Failed? What do you mean, we failed?
The deadline was a deadline.
Please, Professor Fell, I can't fail. There has to be something we can do.
Perhaps. A very important creature recently escaped into the mystical archives. Retrieve it for me by noon, and I'll reconsider.
You won't regret this, Professor Fell.
Is it dangerous?
Chop chop.
Ooh!
We don't have long. We better... Huh?
That's the creature?
I got this.
For Lord!
Whoops.
Don't let them get away!
Heck yeah. This reminds me of running WoW dungeons back in the day. This feels like Scarlet?
Wait.
Jank, what dungeon is this? It's the guy with the huntsman. You could get the whistle.
Everyone, come on!
We're running out of time.
Whoa.
Fortune favors the bold.
Scarlet Monastery, yeah. That whole scene looked like Scarlet Monastery, 100%. Whoa!
Trip's over. It's now or never.
Okay. They're like, all right, B minus.
Ah, you're just in time. Good.
Oh.
I do hate a late lunch. Congratulations. You didn't disappoint me.
Bro, that was go get me the sauce
for your
from the
next
fridge was your assignment? Nice. Looks like fun!
I've always seen myself a student and a scholar of Magic the Gathering, and so I feel right at home in the halls of Strixhaven. Today I will be speaking with folks from Wizards of the Coast who worked on this set to learn more about this school and our second visit to its campus. Welcome to Secrets of Strixhaven.
Nice.
Okay,
Common
we're
Ristic
going
W.
back to Strixhaven for Secrets of Strixhaven. I have a million questions. I guess the simplest thing to ask is what's going on?
Well, we are returning to the plane of Arcavios. This was really a chance for us to dive into everything that's happened to this plane since the last time we were here in Strixhaven School of Mages.
What's happened since the last time we were here, the previously on Strixhaven?
The biggest event was the Phyrexian invasion in March of the Machine.
The Phyrexians invaded the multiverse, which included Arcavios and Strixhaven.
Biblioplex was
Julian, a
destroyed.
few
There there were a
places.
number of casualties.
Most of them
deaths
have
of
been
many professors
knocked
and
down
some
and replaced by
students.
3
really
over
feel and
1s.
see the scars of the invasion across Strixhaven and Arcavios.
From the very beginning, a lot of what's going on with the Return to set is what are we doing the same as last time and what are we doing different from last time?
The main question you really always have to start with is, what do people love about this setting? What do we want to see again? What do we need to take forward because it's so core and foundational?
You want there to be a lot of new things, but you also want there to be all that fan favorite stuff that you're delivering on again. Something very honest and true to the original.
You know, we're always iterating, we're always looking for a new way to approach something, to like get our fans excited.
The
art
original
looks very cool.
Strixhaven School of Mages was so much about each of the colleges, giving each of the colleges an identity and making players feel what they were each about.
Prismari is our artistic school.
They are the art students.
Big, flashy magic. It's very colorful. It's very lively.
You never want to miss a performance by the Prismari.
Lorehold,
I
they
was a
have this
theater
very
kid, so I'm
fighting,
technically
adventuring
a
archaeologist
Prismari.
vibe.
Outgoing and athletic
sure.
and really want to venture out into the field.
Quandrix are the math geeks.
They are the sort of brilliant geniuses.
Math gets to really shine.
It's all about fractals and equations and exploring mathematics in the realm of magic.
Silverquill.
They are the College of Eloquence. They're highly competitive. They're very linguistic. They have large vocabularies.
Silverquill is all about influence. They're very confident, a little arrogant. They're going to get their way.
Witherbloom.
We called them our goth punk students.
They're not afraid to get dirty, you know.
They are fiercely protective of the natural world. Very much a celebration of the full cycle of life and death.
People really resonated with it the first time around. The first Strixhaven School of Mages was really Gen Ed. This is, 201. We're trying to, go a little deeper. A lot of awesome, cool things to discover.
And I think really the best way is to show you some of what's going on
Lots
here.
of art.
Don't tell.
So,
Give me the cards.
Let's start with
Yeah.
the dragons are back.
I think Silverquill is what I am in my core.
We definitely couldn't return to Strixhaven without having the 5 Elder Dragons.
Everyone loves dragons. It's kind of hard to find someone, especially a magic player, who's like, I don't like dragons.
You can't have a magic set I worked on without some dragons in it.
The fact that Strixhaven was started by these 5 elder dragons is one of my favorite parts of the story.
They came together and said, we want to create the best mystical university known to man.
They're each unique
Jeez,
in
most
their
of 'em.
approaches to their scholarly pursuits, which is why their colleges are so different, and the
Return
magic
of
of each college is so
Casualty for
different, but unique
Silverquill's
also
cool.
in the way that their anatomy is dragons look, which is always really fun.
They're powerful dragons. They need to be more powerful than anyone else that we're going to be seeing on this plane.
They've got some really awesome abilities, really iconic designs, and just are a lot of fun.
Do you have a favorite?
Don't make me choose.
I know, but I'm trying to.
I mean, I think Lorehold's pretty awesome.
I agree.
So every single time we do a return to set, we like to poll our players, like, what do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? And what we heard loud and clear is people want to know what's going on in Arcadia. So it was really important for us to get outside of just the university itself.
We wanted to zoom the camera out a little bit and show
Whoa,
off
look at that
more
bus
of the
that
world.
thing was grabbing.
Expand the boundaries and go beyond just the school campus itself into Arcavios.
Last time, we really stayed on the college campus, and so for this set, we've actually developed 5 brand new field locations where our students go out and study the real world.
5 different research locations that the students go to that are really themed around the core ideas of the schools.
Befitting of the school's identity.
Being outside of the safety of the school, which especially in a world where spells and archaics exist, things can get dangerous very, very quickly.
If I'm a Lorehold student and I love history, what is my road, what is my field trip? Where am I going?
Well, the Lorehold location for this set is called the Fields of Strife, and it is an endless...
What delightful, wow, what a wonderful,
Yeah,
what
isn't
a
it
wonderful
super fun?
outing.
I don't know if you knew, but Arcavios had a blood age. They were at war for about 700 years. The Fields of Strife are one of the locations of these epic ancient battlefields. Layers upon layers of warriors and spirits fighting each other, and the strange magic
That art
pervades
looks
the location
dope.
means that these spirits never really disappear. And so the students go there for a very first-hand account of what happened during these battles.
That's
One
so
of the
crazy.
dangers is that
That's cool
strange
lore.
magic of the location can sometimes affect you, and every so often a student
Study history, they
gets
just go watch
lost
the
to
battle like a
battlefield.
movie over and over again. It's kind of cool.
It's really the cast of characters for me. We brought back these characters because fans wanted to see what they're up to. A lot has happened on Strixhaven since the original. What are they up to now?
I think a lot of our players are going to be able to find themselves in these characters and really relate to their lived experiences. I love the fact that there's 5 different colleges and that you kind of get to choose and find your own identity, figuring out your own
Arcana, I'm with you on
self-expression.
that.
It's kind of our coming of age magic set where you kind of explore what does it mean to be a young adult? Who are you? What do you want to do with the world? What are your aspirations and what are your dreams?
Each of them kind of represents a slightly different archetype from within the school. school.
You have characters like Killian and Rutha. They were sophomores in the original timeline. They were just draft uncommons then, but they've elevated up to now commander-sized in the leads of the commander decks.
We get to see
Nico,
where they
all
are
hail.
in their journey now. How have they
All hail your
changed
stream
as they
monarch.
go from being young adults into
Thanks for all the love today,
real
y'all.
world.
So Ral's Eric is back, and he has a
Ral.
new color identity.
Sometimes we need a change.
Ral's Eric is here as a visiting professor, and we all know Ral, the famous Orzhov lawyer.
Oh, monoblock
School that you would
Ral.
expect. Silver Quill.
He's been
Surveil
invited by
2
the
on a
faculty
+1?
at Silver
Yes,
Quill to
please.
be a guest speaker and a guest lecturer. And he's also here
Return
kind of
target
part of
creature
that
card mana value 3 or
continuation
less
of
graveyard
his
to the battlefield for a
investigations that he was doing way
-2.
back in Bloomborough. There will be a side story that focuses
This
on
was
him.
a really fun thing that we decided to do. I can't say too much about it, but I think our fans are really going to enjoy it.
And you'll notice one of
Wait,
some of the
Ral
other
is-
cards that are going around. We have the mascot.
Was that Ral card kind of good?
Last time we had the mascots in each school. This time, instead of only being on token cards, we put them on a few creature cards as well.
So the mascots are representative in many ways of each of the schools. I kind of think of
Gain
them
life,
as a little
put a
bit
+1
somewhere between
counter
a
whenever
familiar
one or more
and
cards-
like a
Oh,
summon.
look how
Kind
cute
of
they
depends
are.
a little bit on the school. Witherbloom might be my favorite mascots. They're the pests, and they are less familiar.
Pest
They're not
8.
summoned. Witherbloom students use pests as ingredients and life essence for their spells, but sometimes they might grow a little attached to them. They are pests in part because they are a little bit of a nuisance, and they have been known to be a
Skips
valid
X
excuse
turns,
for the pest
K-Good?
behavior homework.
I don't even read the rest of
Are
it.
the best ones.
The pests are the,
The
best.
pests are the best. Do you agree with me?
Oh my
Okay,
god,
the
and
pests are sweet this
Commander
time.
having
You know, they've
somebody
elevated
skip a
their
turn,
animal
even
shapes
one.
now. You know, Inklings used to be a little
They
blot.
still
now
have
they're-
those weird mouths though, which is
Can you imagine
it's like little lamprey faces.
having to
I
skip
see
your
there's
next
a
3
favorite,
turns in
clearly. Okay,
Commander?
that's fine. I thought Spirit Ox might be in contention.
Spirit
but
Ox is pretty good too.
it feels very heroic, you
We
know?
had a lot of fun making them even more playable, putting those extra types on the cards, but also really giving some more character, especially now that they're on their own creature cards, to each of these types of mascots. How do you feel about Exponent?
I feel exponentially awful the longer I look at a card like this.
Mathemagic's self-indulgence through and through.
We had a lot of conversations. Do we really want to expect players to know what 2 to the 5th is?
Math Magic is pretty exciting. It's one of those things that comes up in development and you're like, aha, this would be a fun joke, and then it stays in the file and it stays in the file, and at some point you have to have a conversation with everyone. You're like, are we actually keeping this in the set?
In case you haven't noticed, a lot of our game design are exponentially happy about Exponent. I think this card stayed basically the same.
Yeah, honestly, from like Notepad to conception, it stayed the same, even the name of the card, which was kind of incredible. I was really excited to see people's responses. It's just really cool and bombastic. You can draw so many cards, or make your opponent draw a lot of cards.
Jadine, I think you know the answer to this. If I spend 10 for X, how many cards does target player, me, draw?
Oh, so you're asking what 2 to the 10th is, which is, as everyone knows, 1,024.
Well, I did my homework before I sat down with you all, and I happen to know that if you spend 100 mana on Mathemagics, you draw 562 trillion cards.
Strongly suggest that you do not draw those cards.
I target you. That's true, it says say target player.
As Magic grows and expands as a game, we get the opportunity to take kind of risks like this, and it's something that I hope fans really enjoy.
People read it, and they
why we
either
need
love it or
gruel.
hate it. I love that.
There's a pair of cards that I personally really love. This was an early development playtest name that game design put in, and we were just like, this is perfect. It's called Procrastinate, and it's just literally the art is this little frog, and he's asleep, and he's procrastinating on his
Oh my
homework.
god,
Procrastinate
dude.
is one of my favorite cards.
That's
so
awesome
just
art.
reminiscent of things I thought about so much in school.
I really love cards like this because it basically allows you to take a real world concept and then think, what would this look like translated into a Magic card?
Another example of a card name that stuck around from the beginning of the file because it was
This music
so
sounds
perfect
like
for the
the
idea
end
of putting stun
of-
counters on another creature. I really love that we get these
The
little
end of a Breakfast Club era movie where
Relatable
we're all
moments,
friends
yeah.
now. We all found our
Amongst
common
us.
ground.
Stress Dream also resonates a lot, but it really takes me back to school days and just a different era of my life.
Have you
Turn
ever
the
had a stress
captions
dream?
back on.
Yeah, I felt a little personally attacked
We're
when
gonna
I saw
leave the
these
captions
cards in the file. It's a little bit too close to home.
I thought I could come to Magic to get away from the horrors
Yeah, you got
of
it.
grad school,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
yet
sorry.
stress dream and procrastinate.
Remind you that the horrors persist.
They persist, yeah. But persist is not a mechanic, right? No.
No,
That was
not-
last night.
no,
Yeah,
it's
okay, fine. Very well, okay. All right, Jadine, the only thing better than talking about Magic cards is playing Magic cards. Draw my card for turn. I'll play Basic Island, and I'm going to cast Landscape Painter. This is a card that looks like the dragon cards, but it's not. It has the word prepare on it. Can you please teach me how to play with this card?
Yeah,
yes, you have found a prepared creature. So prepare is one of our new mechanics. It is a mechanic that lets your creature cast a spell.
Prepare is awesome. I am so excited about this one. It's the type of mechanic that once you see it, you're really surprised that we haven't done it before.
It is a mechanic that isn't college specific. It is just everywhere in Strixhaven.
Creatures can enter prepared, and then they get to cast instants and sorceries.
And one of the really fun things about this is we were able to choose a lot of iconic spells through Magic's history, and so you get to have that feeling of casting these spells.
Dog, we got spells on your
a lot of players
spells.
have never cast
We
before.
need more
Emeritus
words.
of Ideation is an awesome blue creature.
The Emeritus
It's
cycle
Emeritus of
casting
Ideation.
really famous spells from Magic. Emeritus of
Confirmed.
Ideation, cast Ancestral Recall.
What is cooler than being able to cast something like Ancestral Recall?
I've certainly never cast it in my life.
Maybe the most powerful instant ever made.
Our headliner for this set features art by Mark Poole.
Oh,
He's actually
hello.
the original artist for Ancestral Recall, so it was really exciting to be able to have him come back.
Ancestral
Working with
Recall.
Mark Poole is always an absolute treat. He's just a delight to work
On
with
a
every time.
5/5
Seeing
flyer.
Ancestral Recall on a card is I don't know. It just brings back memories.
I've been playing Magic a long time, and before we were working on that card,
We got
I
to
had
figure out
never
how to
cast
get more
Ancestral
words onto
Recall.
the spell.
And let me
How about we
say,
just put
wow.
another spell on the spell, dog?
Grave Researcher is an awesome card. Black creature that gets to prepare
Dude, reanimate?
one of the most iconic Magic cards of all time. I mean, we call these decks reanimation decks.
Obviously.
Joined Researchers is one of my
Obviously,
favorite
my favorite
examples of
spell
a prepared
tacked onto a
card. This is
creature.
a callback to
We're in
Secret
it.
Rendezvous, which was a card in the original Strixhaven set, which featured these
Aw,
two characters
look
from
at
different
'em.
schools meeting
They're going that
surreptitiously
arch
with
and
each other,
kiss.
sharing information,
cards
and I
together.
just always loved that card so much.
Biblioplex Tomekeeper is one of these cards that gets to have a little fun with the prepare mechanic. A lot of these prepare creatures enter prepared, but maybe don't have a way to re-prepare themselves, but we wanted to come up with something that allowed
nice.
you to re-prepare some of your creatures, and we thought it was fun to have some counterplay so you can unprepare something too.
Paradigm is the other mechanic in the set that isn't tied
honestly,
to any
like-
specific faction.
Oh, it's a
Paradigm
new-
was a
new
way for us
mechanic here.
to really express that this is a set about instants and sorceries.
Yeah,
It features
they're
on
just
these
roommates.
thesis type cards, and the idea is that it shows you an encapsulation of what it looks like at the end of your study at Strixhaven. What is your big final magical spell?
So, for example, with Improvisation Capstone being your final performance,
Paradigm.
this was a
Then
chance for us
exile
to
it.
really
After you
showcase
first resolve a
some of
spell with
the
this name, you may
final
cast a copy of it from exile without paying its mana cost at the beginning of each of your first main phases. So it's like epic, but better.
You basically get to cast it for free over and over and over
You do
again
it
throughout
forever.
the game.
The colleges, though, are still really important. We decided the best thing to do was to give them each their own mechanic.
Keyword,
So in
keyword,
each of
keyword,
these, the
keyword,
keywords
mechanic,
are really
keyword,
getting
mechanics,
to kind of
keyword,
a core
mechanics.
idea of all of the schools.
It adds
Anybody
depth,
wants some
and it
keyword
also adds
mechanics,
accessibility.
keyword mechanics.
Keywords are really nice in draft because they help players kind of path their way into a school.
The Silver Quill mechanic is repartee.
It basically has the idea of you're targeting different creatures and opponents and spells.
So you can think of removal
like
spells
heroic.
that kill your opponent's creatures and
Yes,
trigger
Paradigm
your
is
repartee
like
creatures, or you can
epic
think of pump spells
without
or
the
combat
drawback
tricks
of
that
epic.
boost your own creatures while helping them along the way.
Prismari's all about Opus, so they're trying to cast the biggest, most bombastic spells in this set.
Opus is
5
a
or more
trigger
mana
on
spells.
casting an instant or sorcery
That's what
spell,
Opus
and you
is
will
all
get
about.
something, but you will get something more every time you cast an instant or sorcery spell that you spent 5 or more mana on. So it is an upgrade for casting
Yeah, it's
especially
improved heroic.
powerful instants and sorceries.
Witherbloom is all about gaining life and the idea that once you gain life, you get extra abilities.
Who doesn't love a good life gain theme?
So they have an ability word Infusion, which cares
Look at that
about
art.
if you've gained life this turn, and their playstyle really is
That's
going to the
dope.
board with pests and trying to attack, go wide, care about creatures dying, and gain life all the while.
They get better as you gain life.
Lorehold aptly is the one school that has a returning mechanic,
they're like, all right,
flashback, which
let's not-
we just felt was
let's not
perfect. It was
make a new
really
one
the
here.
impetus for why we wanted to use these mechanics in the first place. We were trying to do graveyard
Oh, I like
themes
that.
for Lorehold.
Equal to the
of
amount of
caring
mana
about
spent to
cards
cast a
leaving
spell.
your graveyard, and
You cast
flashback
it for
just
2.
felt like a perfect tool to do that.
Increment is the Quandrix mechanic, the math school, all about numbers. Quandrix creatures with the increment mechanic will grow in size whenever you cast a spell that you spent more mana on than the creature's power or toughness. And you'll keep growing your creature over time as you cast
It's like
bigger
Evolve,
and bigger
but
spells
not
throughout
just
the game.
creatures.
You know, math is all about adding numbers and just getting as big as you possibly can.
So we have a new
Evolve, but
planeswalker here, Delian
spell
Fell.
size.
Professor Delian Fell, a Witherbloom professor.
He's kind of got that
Game
dark,
3, draw a
broody
card,
energy,
lose a life, destroy a
mysterious
creature, get an emblem
past.
with whenever you
Can
gain life,
trust
target
him?
opponent
Can you
loses how
not?
much
I
life.
really like the Delian
Hello.
Fell card because it's kind
Nico
of a
with the
return
$2.
to
Oh, bro.
planeswalkers from
I
when
knew
we
some
first
people
started
were gonna
designing
get
them.
super
Planeswalkers are
excited
the most
about
powerful
Paradigm.
beings in the multiverse, and so it's not often that you get to meet a brand new one.
I definitely recommend checking out our main set fiction and learning more about this brand new planeswalker.
The slow lands are such great lands for Standard. I'm really happy to have them back. Standard cares a lot about what the untapped lands are in the format and for diversity
Slow lands
of gameplay.
in the
we try
main
and vary
set,
it up
chat.
over time. But the slow lands are really fun ones
Y'all.
because they enter untapped as the
Gonna
game
be such a good
progresses
time to
instead
grab
of as
these.
the game begins,
Outfit
which gives
your
power
commander
to
decks
slower
like
strategies
crazy.
and the game continuing. So really happy to get them back here and introduce them to Standard again.
Archaics are some of the main antagonists of the set.
I love the Archaics. I'm the kind of player where the bigger a creature is, the more exciting it is.
They are these huge, colorless creatures you'll find out in Arcavios that threaten the land. And they use the converge mechanic and care about the colors of mana spent to cast it and using as many different colors as possible to make them as powerful as possible.
Okay, Daniel, they tell me that you designed the commander decks. First of all, how many are there?
We got 5, one for each college. of
5 commander
Strixhaven.
decks is
We
so
wanted to get
good,
that
chat.
representation in there, each with the returning students that you know from original
All
Strixhaven.
around.
Yeah, so
it's
these are
5
the
commander
returning
decks,
characters
all
that
around
need to
2
focus
color
on the new
pairings.
cast of characters. Well,
You're
these are
looking
the
at
students
a
you met the first
commander
time we were there,
starter
but now they're a
set
bit
if you just
older,
buy
they're
all
getting
5
into
and,
their life, they're
and just
doing
crack them all up.
finals,
Don't even
some are
play them as their
graduating,
decks.
becoming
Or
planeswalkers
5
and
insanely
traveling
playable
multiverse.
decks.
So these
that
5
break
decks, I
down
really
into
wanted
an
to approach
awesome
as if they're a
commander
full package
collection starter
story
kit.
of that college. Yeah, when you pick it up, it's really themed. Like you feel like you're on Strixhaven. You know, things coming back. We have the old commander deck, some cards from that, the old set of Strixhaven itself, and then obviously some main set cards even popped in there. Yeah, we got a few in there.
This
We
set's
also
all about instants and
incorporated the school
sorceries. I'd
mascots
be
into each of the
shocked.
decks. So the
to
other
see a
commander
realistic
that
study
you'll find
reprint.
in there is themed one for each of the school.
But you never know.
They're new designs for the mascots, and it was really fun to create characters around these sometimes very weird and very wonderful creatures.
And some of them are pretty animal-like. I hear there might even be an otter in one of them. So with Lorehold, for example, it's really nice to theme that deck to what Lorehold is actually doing in the story and their whole college about digging up history. So in Commander, it's about pitching to the graveyard. You're trying to get those big creatures into the graveyard, even small creatures for the white-based effects. And then you reanimate them. You get them out of the graveyard, and then Quintorius is going to bring along Spirit Friends as well.
Daniel
I was really
made
inspired
the
by him
Final
because his
Fantasy
original
decks, if
uncommon
I'm not
card
mistaken.
was a really cool effect when something leaves the graveyard and make a
Dom, is
3/2
that
spirit.
right?
It was just kind of rated at a way that wasn't super desirable in Commander. So in the Planeswalker form, I gave him that same ability.
Just
along
so you
with some
know,
other
we have
ways to
not
fill
gotten
up
a
your
Mystical
graveyard.
Archive
But the whole
yet.
deck, it has a spirit theme as a sub theme because you're going to make all these 3/2 spirits and then buff them up and just as an anthem swarm your enemies. Silver Quill Influence. This deck is led by Killian, who people, when they built the uncommon version, I noticed online, were building an Auras deck because the original Killian would reduce the cost of spells that target creatures. So I thought, you know, we could do that here, like an Aura of Influence. You know, that's the creed of it. Silver Quill. They're a little pushy, they're like politicians, they have a lot of influence. So with his card, he is
Commander
goading
looks
your
good.
opponent's creatures with those auras to attack each other. You know, don't come over here, attack them. And that's how he kind of wins the game. He sneaks in and gains benefit from them beating up each other. Prismari Artistry is a deck built around casting big spells with Rutha as its face. The bigger the spell, the bigger the elemental that comes in. Unlike normal blue-red decks, typically you're trying to build a draw engine, a little ping them down over time. I really want to emphasize the big matters here. If you cast a Blasphemous Act for 9 mana, you're going to get a 9/9 elemental that rushes in and beats the crap out of your opponents. With Witherbloom Pestilence, we had to lean back into the old theme of life gain at least a little to make some of the reprints work within the deck, but thankfully the whole deck is about sacrificing, and the best thing to sacrifice in Witherbloom are the pest tokens, which gain you
Spec.
life, therefore triggering
Yin
Dina
and
and all the
yang,
other
you know?
effects in the deck. So the idea of this deck is to build your army of little pest creatures that you don't super care about, they usually chump block, do whatever, but then you sacrifice them to power up your spells and defeat your opponents. Quandrix Unlimited is led by Zimone, who is all about big numbers. Her original card was mostly ramp and card draw. Here we wanted to make X spells matter. So the bigger the number of X, the bigger the reward, and she'll help you ramp out those effects by reducing the cost. And, you know,
Like,
X really is the limit
not
in the
just
math
big
school.
mana
You know,
Simic,
the bigger the spell,
biggest
the faster your
mana
enemies fall.
Simic.
So there's a cycle of visiting professors here, all monocolor, and they're all casting a very well-known spell, Infamous, if you will, as their prepared spell. And my favorite of this cycle is Iganjo Dynastorian visiting from my favorite plane, Kamigawa. These professors are
Who
coming
wants to
and
cast
teaching these
Replenish?
spells. Replenish on this
Anybody
spell is a
ever
very
wanted to
famous commander
cast
card, and it's
Replenish
gonna
and you
work
were
in that
like,
deck 'cause it's
I
gonna
don't
bring
think
all your
so.
auras back.
Too expensive.
There's one more in each deck. Pretty cheeky things in there. One of them even lets you cast a spell that is not playable currently in Commander. When a player sits down with one of these decks, I really hope that they just have a good time with that college. Like, they get to see what that college is doing. They get to tell a story. You know, the best part about any Commander game is that each player gets to do their thing. And I think there's a lot of fun to be had with these decks.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome when people really resonate and feel like they've found a friend in our characters and, you know, want to build a Commander deck around them and are excited to see them again. So always want to reciprocate on that.
Sarah, I love magic art more than most things in the world.
I just love these insane spells on these creatures. That prepared mechanic is so sick.
Things in this set.
Right, yeah, exactly, Spec, and it gives them this...
The borderless portal view
Oh, look at these.
Are a really fun
It gives them this avenue to reprint reserve list stuff. It gives them an avenue to reprint band cards, to your point. It's kind of sweet.
Not even exist.
Kind of a cool idea.
And it's a really interesting dimensionality to show these two locations in one place. And we worked really hard to place portals in the same place on each.
Hey, chat, can you hear me okay?
These students cast magic.
Oh, it's the stream itself? Oh my gosh. All right, well, at least they're just showing off lands. I'm going to mute it for just right now, if that's okay with everybody. Because that is not going to work for me. Secret Rendezvous. Bro, Grave Researcher there with Reanimate on it. You know how many? Oh my god, I need a Grave Researcher for every black deck I own. Definitely putting that in everything. And it surveils. That's so good. Conciliator's Duelist enters, draw a card. Each player loses a life. Big fan. Pretty cool. Stop downloading video games in the background. I've got a Raid Shadow Legends instance running, but it's invisible to the stream. That's what I've been doing this whole time. What have y'all been doing?
Now, and it just kind of makes sense. You know, field notes, they're on a field trip.
Yes, to get that whole idea of it being a
field
student's
notes streaming is
maybe
so
little sketches,
nice.
little pieces of ink splatter depending on the school.
That horse looks
pieces of
awesome.
Calligraphy.
So it's a really interesting, it's not just one picture and there's
I love the
color and then
prints,
there's
the
no
hoof
color.
prints up
They
there.
usually look very hand
That
drawn.
looks so
So
cool.
there's like, you get a feeling of the hand of the artist behind it, which is really fun.
The idea is that these are little snapshots of the students actually going out, exploring the real
Yeah, it's a
world,
good fit.
capturing their learnings on paper.
This one especially, because I mean, I've seen
As many boxes as you
learn
can
anatomy. You have to paint someone in
afford
15
after
different
you've
poses,
mortgaged
you know? Yeah.
everything you
Super
own.
cool.
We also have right in front of us some really beautiful borderless
Can you
dragons.
double mortgage
Look at these
anything?
guys.
I really loved that we kind of got that old school sort of portraiture style with these and showed the dragons in just a very different light, very much being their most academic selves.
I was gonna say these are very studious. Yeah.
The Elder Dragons
These look
are,
awesome.
you know, scholars. They are the ones that founded their colleges, respectively.
Y'all, this set
and
looks
so
sweet to
they're
open,
kind
and
of
we
a
haven't even
fun,
gotten to
rare,
Mystical
playful
Archive
chance
yet.
To see these dragons in slightly less draconic poses.
Can you
We
sell your
normally see
kids?
them in their main set art and
I
other
don't think so.
places just being cool epic
sorry.
dragons, which is super fun. But the idea of putting them into these very refined academic settings and getting to showcase them with their quills or their instruments and their brushes
Force
was
them to get
really
jobs.
just a fun reference to both the style of art you might expect to see in an academic setting with a little bit of playfulness to it.
The Borderless Planeswalker cards, they have this very
Damn,
like,
dude.
heavy, kind of symbolic feel to them. And behind each professor is kind of their
Oistina
abstracted
Kalita?
magic in a really kind of
Kistina?
interesting way.
We wanted to evoke a similar
that's a
feeling
Q.
on our borderless
Kistina
planeswalkers, both
Kalita?
for Ral and for Delian Fell. This allowed us
That
to
art looks
create a
awesome.
little bit more of like an illuminated manuscript version of those two characters to get a sense almost like you're reading about them in a textbook or an ancient scroll, perhaps sometime in the future.
The Mystical Archive is back, still
Here we
delivering
go.
on a lot of the same excitement, new cast of spells that
Oh, these are
people
gonna
get
look
to
so
discover,
tight.
but that treatment was so incredible that we knew we needed to go back and do it again.
It was really an opportunity for us to bring back something that was one of my favorite parts about the original set. The art style is phenomenal, and it's such a beautiful illuminated manuscript that really evokes this sense of grandeur and history and past. Also that strange, magical, esoteric aspect to it.
And the story ties so well to the set because the idea behind the Mystical Archives cards is
How
that
nice
you're
are
seeing an illustration of
these?
the very first time this spell was cast. You know, you can picture yourself as a student in the Biblioplex doing your research and your due diligence and studying your spellcraft and looking up, you know, the first time Force of Will was cast. Force of Will is a really beautiful card on
baby.
the Mystical Archives bonus sheet. The artist is
Ravina Kai
She
art
has a
on
really
Force of
distinctive
Will?
style. She tends to use that powdery kind of like slate neutral blue in a lot of her work, which fit really perfectly. with that
we have
composition.
bills!
And I think that big black circle in the middle.
We have
gives, like, a really
bills!
beautiful stage to her illustration. If you see her work up close, the face of the figure is really beautifully detailed and has a lot of emotion.
For the rares and the mythics, we knew that we wanted
Gorgeous.
to really reach and find some of the most iconic, some of the
So
most
sexy.
powerful, dynamic, awesome spells from
Vamp Tutor.
We wanted to balance with the
Casual
Mystical
Vamp
Archive
Tutor.
having
Dope
references
art
to
Vamp
the
Tutor,
plane
dude.
itself and also to other places. So Vampiric Tutor,
Oh
for
my
example,
God,
we're
dude.
showcasing a Silver Quill student. So perhaps this is a spell that maybe originated on Arcavios.
And so we really wanted to make sure we chose spells that were even more iconic
Smallpox.
for magic history and illustrate them in our
Subterranean
beautiful
tremors.
illuminated manuscript art style. I wanted the feeling to be as you're opening up a book and you're flipping through the tomes of magic history that you see these iconic spells like Force of Will,
Garage, get out of
Vampiric
here with
Tutor,
that. Don't do
and they're
that.
kind of jumping off the page and coming to life for you.
These Mystical Archive cards are so cool.
Mystical Archive's gonna look so dope, y'all.
I know. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
God,
'Cause you
dude.
have this like figure that's like completely special, and you can see his claws and see his hands. And then
I'm
over
sorry about
top
the
of it
audio.
have these,
Yeah,
like,
it's
circles, which
it's nothing I can really do about it. It's killing my
necessarily,
ears.
But, like, lend this kind of symbology to it, which makes it feel like it has even more meaning.
Oh, third and fourth mortgage is gonna have to go through.
And we have a Japanese version.
Because y'all know we haven't even gotten to the Japanese showcase ones yet.
Wow. There is another version of Smallpox. You get to play with artists.
Japanese showcase.
This is an artist that draws everything as cats. And so it's really, really fun.
I can't do anything about the audio chat. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna get back some sort of cat.
Yeah, she got a very similar art description from this card, but she draws cats. That's what you get.
And are all the artists that work on the Japanese Mystical Archive
Japanese versions of those.
Art director actually
Force of Will.
works with
Force of Will here, right? Vamp Tutor here. Look at that Vamp Tutor.
a Japanese agency called Kogodo. They help us out.
Look at that reprieve.
They're experts, yeah.
That reprieve in foil is gonna go insane.
This art is pretty sweet.
I'm a smallpox person.
Yeah, these are righteous. It's immediately evocative. Like these are obviously part of the Japanese tradition. Especially
No, we haven't seen a secret layer yet, Taylor. Taylor. Look at these.
So this is actually our Silver Scroll foil. It's
Silver
actually a brand new
Scroll
Eclipse
foil?
treatment, different than the previous foil etch
New
that you saw in
treatment?
original
Oh.
It's a little bit reminiscent of the gilded frames that we saw in Streets of New Capenna, but these are especially gorgeous.
There are 10 Borderless special guest cards in the set. This was kind of a meta idea.
Special
that we had.
guests.
So each of these special guest cards.
Why
have a
not also
professor
have special
teaching their
guests in the
students,
Mystical
and they are
Archive
casting
set?
a lesson in magic.
Bro,
and
what
the
the-
idea was that the magic that they're casting is visually represented in the style of the Mystical Archives.
So, for example, with Sylvan Library, we see a Witherbloom professor teaching
Collector
these
boosters of this
students
set
in
are
the
up on
midst
Amazon
of
if you
a
wanna go
much
pre-order.
more outdoorsy academic setting
Go
than
grab,
you
go
might
grab.
expect to see, but
Yeah,
that
I don't
really
know, Travis. I
conveys
haven't been
both the
looking.
thing that the
I
students are
pre-ordered when they
learning
went
about,
live
as well as
last
the
time.
type of school that they're part of.
Thank you all so much for joining. I
Oh,
learned a
my
ton.
Haven's
We
gonna
made a great
Strix
mess of the table in
everywhere.
the best way possible. But yeah, this was a delight to speak with all of you.
I'm
You're so
gonna
knowledgeable
Strix.
about what you do.
Well, we've been to university.
True. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
We'll
Strix
all be able to
chat.
join us at soon.
Y'all.
So that's it for our debut. We saw so many cool cards today. The
Shout out,
Emeritus
Sam.
Cycle, the Elder Dragons, the Mystical Archive, and especially those Japanese Silver Scroll foils. I mean, they're so sleek. Those accents really pop in person. The full art basic lands. I mean, there's so many cool cards. So let's get to our local game
Dude,
stores
seriously.
pre-release
And you've
on
got
April
the
17th.
slow
The set
lands.
releases on Arena
And you
on
got
April
showcase
21st.
versions of the slow
The
lands.
full release is everywhere on April 24th.
Dude, is this... I mean, this set...
Thank you
Opening
so
this
much for
set
joining
is going to
me.
be
We
so
got just a
insane.
glimpse of this place.
There's so much
There's
in
still
this set.
so much left to be discovered.
I'm
I'll
Strixing
leave that to you.
everywhere.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Sam was the absolute right choice for this. No, all cards are not revealed, Blitz. This was day one. So, chat, what just happened? That was the very first reveal of Strixhaven. Secrets of Strixhaven, the next Magic the Gathering set. They give a taste of it. Today, they're going to give... On day one, they give an overview of all the mechanics. They show off the headliner a lot of times. We got to see the Emeritus that's got the Ancestral Recall on there. We got a textless version of that. For the headliner, serialized to 500, kind of nuts. We saw the slow lands. We saw dope commanders. We saw the special guest, Sylvan Library, in a set that's already got a banger Mystical Archive bonus set. There's just going to be a lot to open in this. And then Jack the Tipper is exactly right. We haven't even seen, they didn't even feel like they needed to show us any of the secret layers in this reveal today. Because they were like, that's probably a lot. That's probably a lot. That's probably good. Probably good. Yeah, we're not done yet, chat. The party continues over on Twitch a lot of times after these. We're going to see exactly what they got for us. Commercial happening right there on Twitch right now. I'll be RB. Set's ass. What do you want out of a Magic set, dude? This is like the bangerest that a in-universe Magic set can be. This is every stop pulled out. Crazy. Chat, that bathroom break brought to you by Rogue Energy. Use my code over at Rogue Energy, link down in the description. You can get 20% off. Today I'm on Blue Raspberry for my caffeine. Very good stuff. Chat, let's go watch some other cards. Look at this. More cards. Little Abigail Poet Laureate. Let's turn up there.
You can't cast these from your hand.
Can you hear him?
They're spells. They're just creatures that you cast, but then once they become...
Yeah, I'm excited for Marvel 2, Master of Galaxies, but Strixhaven is going to be super dope. I'm super excited about this set.
Sure. And then
Magic is their Twitch name over on Twitch.
That spell, and it works like casting a spell. Like triggers casting instants and sorceries matter things.
Travis, there's going to be a lot of spells out of the command zone for this set. It's going to be cool.
So we see an uncommon here. Is there kind of a difference in how...
A guaranteed +1 counter out of the command zone.
Creatures becoming prepared for commons.
Am I doing it right?
Uncommons, rares.
Should I be making shorts right now?
A little bit, just in terms of complexity and what
this art is
trying
sick,
to do.
though.
So, you know, for these students that we're going to be taking a look at, we really wanted to make sure that they played really well in their respective colleges, in their limited archetypes.
That's what I got for you, chat.
And we're going to see a little bit more about that. But Silverquill really enjoys targeting creatures with spells. And so Abigail is very good at doing that and wants to be played with some extra creatures too. But we definitely were exploring a range, you know. We really had a lot of fun with returning spells, existing magic spells being on cards, and we were actually pretty excited to get to put those on a range of rarities too. So commons, uncommons, and high rarity stuff.
Okay.
I remember being really delighted during some of our early playtesting when we were looking at some of the prepared spells, and I'd be like, hey, I remember that spell. And now my creature gets to cast it as well as I do.
Yeah. There's going to be some deep cuts on these spells, too. Like some of them, Ancestral Recall, not a deep cut. But some of these, I love going along and being like, oh, yeah, that was like a common trick back in the day that we all remember. All right, speaking of remembering things from the past, that's my fantastic transition into Kirill History Buff.
Did
so we
Amazon
have another
sell out already?
Vampire Cleric here who's packing a bit of a punch. Reggie, what do you work with here?
Yeah, Kirill is doing a little bit of everything, but really they are speaking to the Lorehold theme, which is whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard.
Dude.
And so you were trying to dig up the past with their Archaeomancy. And
Travis, you were saying there were Strixhaven boxes when you got online today?
The flashback mechanic, like we had seen, but there are a lot of bespoke ways and tricks to do it. And so Kirill is a really nice payoff, caring about things leaving your graveyard, and they're able to mill a card to get a little more extra juice.
CBBs are gone.
Later pop out.
Exactly.
All right. Athena, do you have a favorite of the students?
I don't know. Perhaps your next one.
Okay. Lewin, exchange student, is our next student with Prepare. An elf druid that can cast Pest Friend, which is a great name for a spell. Reggie, walk us through this one.
This is a kind of cool one. So Lewin enters prepared, so you can just cast Pest Friend right away, which is pretty nice. And then it actually has an activated ability to prepare itself, which I think is one of the few cards that works like this. So it kind of works a little bit like a
pause for sure.
Night Soil.
Yeah, Steve, I was
sort of a card where you get to
right now. This is what
mana to
Skyfall looks
exile
like. Chat
something from your graveyard to make
websites
that
back when
creature
I was a
token,
kid.
In this case, a pest, and so it is a little.
Did you know that all these are
like
clickable,
there's no
Steve?
Mana gate. Oh, it's crazy, but you're actually, to get the most value out of it, you need to keep casting Pest Friend, paying the 1. And this is also a good chance to show off that.
Like if you click on the one that says, "You're telling me a queer coded this,"
pests are obviously returning, and we knew and loved them, but
I think it goes to a bunch of gay
Strixhaven
commanders.
School of Mages, they died to gain the 1 life.
Yeah.
Here, they're a little more aggressive. They want to attack to gain the life. They're still often going to die, but who could block
mascot,
that
Nova
pest? It's so
Chaser.
cute. Come on.
Pay the 2 goes
But
to there.
yeah, they play a little differently and more of kind of a token swarm aggro to play into the infusion.
Yeah, each of these is a little joke down here.
Early on in our concept push, we had our artists kind of sit down and come up with a lot of different concepts for what pests might look like, what are new and improved versions of pest, and this pest pug was one of them. And so I'm really happy that we were able to preserve this on this token. And perhaps
Codex bundles at 100. I like this.
It's a pretty adorable pest bug. I do. So I kind of asked about it in the last one too, Reggie. But this one.
Yeah, Codex bundle MSRP
enters
is
prepared.
90.
It has that activated ability. When you were figuring out how these prepared creatures become prepared,
This is
was there a place you started, or was it just tweaking and seeing what felt
2
right
collector
for the card?
boosters, 6 play boosters.
I think what you'll see the most, especially at
And
low
2
rarities,
of
are
the
things that enter prepared
promos.
and then have medium to expensive spells. That
Oh
they're
yeah, here we
casting,
go.
and
If you
they
click
play
on
a little more
the,
like mechanics,
you're telling
that
me
we've
a queer
seen,
coded
kind of
this
like
is
a
all the gay
monstrosity
characters.
or an exhaustibility. But we really enjoyed and
it's the
playtesters
illustrations
really resonated
contain
with
sapphic or
ones
killing.
that can re-prepare themselves and cast that spell multiple times over and have more of a dream. And so we were always looking for conditions that could make that make sense wherever we could.
All right.
Yeah, it
Well,
is
let's see
delivering
our
a little
next
bit later.
Student here, Sonar Unfinished Genius, who's able to cast a wild idea, create treasure tokens.
This treasure token.
A lot of things going on here, Reggie.
This one's maybe my favorite of the cycle. I like Sinar. Kind of doing a little bit of just
What is
everything
this?
you want in your Opus decks, which is what Prismari is about. So Opus cares about casting instants and sorceries with mana value 5 or greater, or spend 5 or more mana on them. And
Yeah, Jay,
Sinar
while it's,
comes
the promos
prepared
are
and has a 5 mana instant and
not
sorcery.
as good, but
right
still
there.
solid. Like you
And
said, playable.
It's often going to be able to let you find another 5 mana instant and sorcery, so you can really just keep the Opus flowing And it's kind of functioning a little bit like a mana dork.
Mostly
for
it's the 2
spells,
collector
which we
boosters,
see
right?
a bunch, but it's a little more open-ended and powerful than that, getting to create treasures and banking them for later.
Like how much are those
I think it's pretty fun.
on TCG?
Yeah, I think one of the things that's really exciting about Prepare is whenever we're embarking on a new mechanic, there's this tension between, do you want to keep things simple and really easy for new players to grok and understand, or do you want to introduce a little bit more complexity?
Like 40
which
right
also
now?
allows for a little bit more
38.
of allowing flexibility.
Dude, what is going on with
Each of
their
these
broadcasting
players is
today?
functional, but they really tell a story about what each of the colleges is about, what they're trying to do, and what they're
Ugh, killing me. So prepared is a state of being. Creatures either enter prepared or not enter prepared. As you can see, Tam, Observant, and Sequencer. Whenever a land you control enters, Tam becomes prepared. So Tam doesn't enter prepared. You got to have a land fall after Tam is already on the battlefield for Tam to become prepared. But once Tam is prepared, she can cast, aka you, for a green and a blue, draw a card, gain a life. Then becomes unprepared after she has cast that spell. But then, aha, another land. Hello, Tam's prepared again. You can recast Deep Sight. It's got some, depending on the card, obviously, but like huge commander potential with the right ones.
Now, our final card.
Yeah, Popo. Okay, I thought you were going to. Yeah, we were talking about the Codex just now.
Our final card in the prepared
I think that's a pretty good buy at 100. It's only $10 over MSRP. You're getting 2 collector boosters, which is like 4.
We have a lot of these creatures at low rarity that just.
Oh my god, dude. ETA Rapio, yo.
And then they're just a creature.
Oh, hail your new stream Monarch. Yo, if you're getting a membership right now, which is 50. Some hugs for our new stream Monarch. Nico, your throne got claimed, buddy. Thanks for all the love today, y'all. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. ETA. Dude. Yeah, I dropped off their audio because it was going in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm muted? I shouldn't be muted. Am I muted right now?
I also love the flavor text on this. It's making the creature become prepared. And do you have all your books?
Can you hear me? Oh my god. Oh my god. What happened, dude? The audio is so crazy. ETA, dude, you're amazing. Rapio. I'm going to call you Rapio.
There might only be 2.
Okay.
So just a light sampling, mostly for draft.
All hail your stream Monarch.
All right, let's move on to our next.
Rapio, appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
Mechanics here, and we're going to start with Flashback. This is a pretty simple Flashback spell, Reggie, but I also think probably one that's fairly strong.
Yeah, Flashback is honestly just a perfect mechanic. There's a reason we go to that well time and time again as, a deciduous sampling, or in this case, as a more robust mechanic in the set proper. Yeah. We really enjoy how it plays and ties in with both instants and sorceries matter broadly. It is 2 instants and sorceries to cast when you care about that. Things can leave your graveyard for lore hold synergies when you care about that. We got to play around, not on this one in particular, but having expensive flashback costs is a cool way to be able to enable Opus, which we really enjoyed, and so it can just do it all. In this case, I like the play of, casting both halves in the same turn is pretty powerful. Sometimes you can double up to try to deal 2 damage to the same creature. Sometimes you want to make 2 different
I'm
things.
Strixing everywhere, y'all.
Or maybe you'd want to keep it up and leave the threat there.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to mute the notifications so that that's not going on forever. Because that, dude, is awesome, but
Athene, you've been playing for a while with
I think
Flashback.
that there's going to be 50
What's
of
your
these.
experience with Flashback in this set?
It's really fun. It's really powerful. It feels like something that feels both fresh and relevant, but also really true and unique to what Lorehold is trying to do. So I think it's a really good marriage here between an existing mechanic that now gets new life in a new set.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at a new mechanic that has some roots in older mechanics, but increment here.
Oh my god.
Wise Extrapolator. All right, Reggie, walk us through what's going on with increment.
So,
Here's increment, chat. All right, back to this. Berta-wise extrapolator.
Which we've seen before.
So this is amount of mana you spent greater than this creature's power or toughness on spells. This is all spell casting. Instead of creatures entering. It's like spell casting evolve. Whenever one or more +1 counters are put on Berta. That sounds interesting. Yeah, that fractal foil token is going to look pretty sick, right? Waka, dude, this set looks awesome. Yeah, sorry, chat. I was looking up at my second monitor. I was trying to figure out how to mute that in real time, but I can't figure out how to do it in real time. And so we're just going to turn it down a little bit. Let it ride. Berta gets big, that's for sure. Big Berta.
Hi, I think we're back. Hopefully, chat. Well, there we go.
ETA, we appreciate you, dude.
Keep talking about this frog druid.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your generosity. Community does too.
About increment. So increment cares about how much mana you spend on spells, and so you want to try to sequence things to maximize the amount of counters you're putting on your creatures. So cares about if the amount of mana you spent is greater than the creature's power or toughness. So for Berta, 1 power means that's usually the number you're going to be looking at. Yep. And
You think increment looks underpowered? Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana you spent is greater than the creature's power or toughness, put a +1 counter on it. You think it's underpowered because it's not going to trigger as many times?
Berta is kind of helping me do that sequencing by adding a little mana, giving me a mana sink, and shows the fractals that are returning. We really care a lot about X and +1/+1 counters.
Athena, chat is particularly into the frogs these days. Who isn't? We've seen a lot of frogs, especially since Bloomborough. How much of that connective tissue are you all purposely seeding throughout the sets?
I would say more than you think. Typically, it's
Thank you again, Rapio. Appreciate you. I mean, increment for people who don't like creatures is way better, right? They don't want to cast anything else creature-wise. They want to cast spells. And then Berta lets you create the creatures. And Animar for spells. I don't know if I'd describe it as an Animar for spells. Animar's natively reducing the cost of every single creature you play. And so it stacks like crazy. Oh, increment is good for X, yeah, because you're making those spells bigger naturally, right?
So Prismari cares about casting instants and sorceries in general. So does Molten.
This is the kind of creature that would be the like standard combo-y make some mana as your spell casting kind of creature.
Kickers, flashback, casting a 5-mana spell, then you get an extra goodie on top. And all of these Opus cards are structured this way, where they do one base case and then they
Yeah, I like Opus. A little bit of a win more mechanic, right?
Case always a +1/+1 counter, or is it just
no, it's
something
small.
small? Okay,
Yeah, exactly. It's just
Rapio, thank you so much. We got through it. Now I'm gonna have to, in between streams, figure out how to do that. Thank you, dude. Seriously, appreciate the generosity.
What exactly is happening in this artwork combined with the flavor text?
There's so many colors.
So many colors, so much danger, so much fun.
All right, next up is Infusion, the Wither Bloom mechanic, and this just cares about if you gained life, but it is this spell in particular is fairly powerful. Let's see, Withering Curse. There it is.
People have already seen a little bit of the.
Ooh, baby! If you gain life this turn, destroy all creatures instead.
Cards and
3-mana sorcery, destroy all creatures.
Powerful magic users, as we've seen, once they gain
that
life, once they
if you cast with your like
the flavor text says, gather to eliminate larger threats, and they're doing.
What's the mana rock that taps for a colorless and gains you a life?
Yeah, I know one thing that I wasn't really aware of until I started working on Magic sets is how much time and effort it goes into making sure when you see a card, you immediately know what planet it's from, what set is it associated with. And so you're always looking for different signals. For example, with Strixhaven, you'll see a lot of the sky arches, where you can kind of look in once you see that motif. And so Lumerets were one of the things that we wanted to bring forward.
I mean, and the thing is like the downside is this is just a decent wipe.
The fauna that's doing there.
-2 is still gonna do work for
Once
you.
you see one, you're like, I love Lumerets.
Pristine talisman, right?
What can I do?
Cast this with a pristine talisman.
Chat beat
Hello.
me to it, but I'm already like in my head. Okay, so cornucopia. I forget what the green cornucopia.
Oh yeah.
When you cast a spell, you gain life equal to number of colors. Just need one.
Nobody wants you to rebuild Ketramos.
Fountain,
Radiant Fountain.
There are some ways.
There's a lot of ways. This is gonna be a pretty big player. All right.
Yeah, Withering Curse is dope.
Next, let's move on to the best.
And it's named.
in the set, Repartee.
You can tell it's named so they can
we saw
reprint
this
it
one in the debut, but Reggie, walk us
whenever
through
they
what
want.
Repartee is.
So Repartee cares about whenever you cast instants and sorceries that target a creature. So that can be
Oh
your
gosh,
creature,
you
that can
said
be their
Ketramos and spawned this thing, Dom.
It's really kind of open-ended.
What
so
the
a little
is
bit of
this?
Heroic meets crime.
Cast an
valiant.
instant or sorcery that targets a creature, exile up to one target creature.
really want to be
Brother, are you telling me you can... All right, here's a floor. Destroy target creature on my thing, blink my Ravenous Chupacabra, or blink your Ravenous Chupacabra, destroy another of my creatures.
Caring about those instants and sorceries at the root of it.
Yeah, I really just love looking at this art. You can kind of see all the work
My
and effort that went into making sure that each of the different magical styles for each of the different colleges has its own visual motif.
Or just blink this thing.
Spell calligraphy.
It even gives you its own target to blink.
Yeah.
And especially even when we talk about like different wands and stylists or different ways that people are casting magic here, it looks like an ink nib where you kind of have that calligraphy.
So as long as it's out, you literally never have anything.
to me- so
You
the
won't ever be
casting
in a
cost
situation where you don't have something solid to blink.
Looks to me
We're
like
always
this-
going to take
this
draw a
is
card, lose a
cycle.
life.
This is not a cycle.
This is not a cycle. This is just a cool card that looks like this.
Mana symbols look pretty sweet.
They do look pretty sweet, yeah. All right, now people are going to ask for it to be a cycle.
Yeah, I know. He had to. I was just thinking in my head,
all
dude.
right,
You brought that up,
last
shit.
main
You just
mechanic
brought
here,
that on
we're gonna look
yourself,
at
dude.
Paradigm.
Now we need a duelist
and
of every
have
two-color
the
pairing.
Capstone. We saw this one in the debut, but Paradigm is a pretty cool
Oh,
mechanic.
God.
Pretty epic.
Pretty epic mechanic. Maybe even better than epic.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something that we always enjoy doing a little bit of, is thinking about ways to recontextualize or fix old magic mechanics that, you know, had their core in a really awesome idea, but missed a little on the execution. And so in this case, we were thinking about ways to make awesome
Things I don't like. You can't hit lands, so you're already reduced to total mana value 4 or greater, and your lands get skipped. 7 mana is kind of rough, but
that had residual impact.
that Paradigm is crazy.
And we tinkered around with some execution.
This for free every subsequent turn
Excited.
Okay.
really
much
gets
Paradigm is
out of hand.
There are 5 cards with Paradigm. Each of them represent, you know, kind of a year-end project.
There you
from
go, Dom.
the schools.
So talking about keywords, he just said there's 5 cards with Paradigm. So it's like they have more keywords, but they've balanced it by having fewer instances of those keywords.
Only 5 lessons.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the balance, but
So they're pretty important.
nice that you don't run into it a lot.
You know,
Just kind of
on
have
your
to
way
learn it when it's
graduation,
happening.
competing with mascot exhibition as your top end, but they're pretty fun and splashy.
Yeah, there will be a pop quiz at the end. So
There will be. Yeah, we're keeping track of all
Pop
of
quiz
them.
was also in the first one. That did
Yeah,
learn.
reducing the cost of lessons. You're right. We got
All right,
some
we're gonna move on
Uncle
to
Iroh's stuff,
Booster
right?
Fun. So these are going to be various treatments, special slots, really just cool cards. And these,
Whoa, hello, special
Tina,
guest
are
dump.
The special guests. Can you talk us through what's going on with the special guests here?
yeah, this was a fun challenge. So typically when we have special guests, we're like, oh, what are fun spells from throughout Magic's history that we want to now bring to this set and kind of put them in their own unique style. Except we have an entire mystical archive, which is kind of that same conceit. And so here we're like, well, what could be, do we even want to keep special guests? Do we want to replace the program? And we're like, well, no, let's keep it. People expect it. So we
Crazy
decided
that they
to
kept
do
special
this
guests in
mixture
here
of
alongside
both
Mystical
cards that were
Archive.
themed by professors teaching a guest lesson. So things you can see here, Cheiromancer
That's cool.
or Murmuring Mystic.
Library of Lang,
we had a little
Cody,
list of like, oh, what are
Dual
fun
Caster.
library or book themes?
No
we
Anointed
got? So we're
Procession,
putting back
no
the
Arconu.
Strixhaven as well as Library of Lang and make us a library as well as our one that we previewed in our debut.
Love seeing Grim Horror Specs reprint. That's a cool one.
Well, and I love a whole new generation's going to learn all about Cody and Library of Lang. Yeah, we saw a lot of thoughts on Library of Lang with the with Lorehold, the dragon. You could hypothetically do that in limited.
That's true.
That is hypothetically a thing you could do. The first one to do it, please tag me.
Yeah, Ajax and Nev getting a showcase version, pretty
all right,
sweet.
Where, Athena, can you get special guests?
So you can
Yeah,
get these
Wizard's
in
going to be a big theme in this one,
foil
chat.
in play
Big
boosters
Chief.
and foil in collector boosters.
Cool.
Time to
All
get
right,
your
well, let's
Inala
move
lists
on
back
to
out.
The headliner of the set. We saw this in the debut.
And
but,
here we go.
I mean, we just need to sit here and gush a little bit over Mark Poole coming back to do this art.
Yeah, this is absolutely wonderful. I actually have a print by Mark Poole of the original Ancestral Recall in my living room. So every day I look at it, and being able to kind of bring that to life on a modern card, especially since Mark's style has evolved over the years, so you can really see the growth when you hold them next to each other of what Magic kind of looked like 30 years ago compared to Magic now. And something really fun about this is we call this, I believe it's our retro.
Yeah, the
borderless
Sylvan
frame, but
library
have
that
to
we
make
saw
a brand
earlier.
new frame for this because none of our previous retro frames work. So it's retro
Style, they can't all be hits, man.
Where we could put that beautiful
As long as they're playable, right? That's what you look for. We really hate it when they're unplayable and there's no value.
Cryptic command.
Because it probably is.
Vibe going for it, which is amazing.
It's always fun when you're going throughout Magic's history. I know one of the things we pulled up is some of the old full art tokens that were original.
Yep.
Also use a similar frame.
Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. I love these textless promos from back in the day.
Those all up. Next slide. There we go. Okay, so Athena, where can you find each of these different versions?
This creature enters prepared, y'all. You can cast Ancestral Recall immediately if you've got that 6th mana. And then exile 8 cards from your graveyard to do it again.
Is this part of a cycle?
This is part of a cycle.
By the way, it flies and has ward too.
Across the 5 colors, like the paradigms that are.
They had all that text on there and they went, I think this needs ward too, dude.
Preparing powerful alpha.
What if somebody, after they cast it, kills it,
no one's casting
and they have to respond and they only get to Ancestral Recall once?
But yeah, nobody's casting Healing Salve. Decided that wasn't going to be.
That wasn't going to do it, you don't think? No.
I don't think so. I mean,
What?
you know, the door's open. We could do it again now.
Maybe someday.
You tell us you like prepared.
Yeah, dude. 5/5 flying ward 2.
Another treatment that we saw in the debut. So these
Let's
are
staple
our
Ancestral
borderless,
Recall to it.
cards. So this is
God. Enters prepared.
Athena, tell us a little bit about the borderless treatment.
Yeah, this is just a gorgeous treatment. Very
Get outta here.
like reminiscent of Illumination.
You get an emblem with whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Not that hard to pull off either.
Creature spell, a planeswalker spell.
A forever, is that Sanguine Bond or is that the other one?
Yeah, I've seen some
Exquisite Blood.
where it just kind of glints off the card. It's always fun to be able to do introduce a new planeswalker. You kind of get to know.
Should have had Flash. Yeah, we should have had Flash. You're right. That blue card needed some more words on it.
Become iconic.
Give it flying. Give it slap your mama.
On this card for a moment because we haven't gotten to talk about any planeswalkers on this show yet. But both of the planeswalkers in this
Nico.
set have 4 abilities, which is
You know it, but I just
little
talked about that
unique.
one.
How did you all land on that?
We've been experimenting with planeswalkers a bunch in Standard over the past couple of years. After we desparked
Sanguine.
in March of the Machine, we were
What would be your buy singles advice for this set?
doing less planeswalkers in our set.
That's it.
Usually
You
was
got
a
it.
couple
Buy
of
singles. Wait 3 months, buy singles.
And a lot of them
Every
were
set, the base advice is wait 3
novel
months and buy
designs.
singles.
We were experimenting and enjoying
That
a lot
never
of the design
changes.
space of static abilities on
Just like war.
planeswalkers and making them a little more abstract build-arounds. And we think that there's still a time and a place for those, but we were also excited to get back and introduce a few more planeswalkers into the environment because we felt like we were missing a little bit of that in Standard. And we were excited to have a starting point of actually these planeswalkers.
Yeah, Sanguine Bond, permanent Sanguine Bond that can't be interacted with.
The power is in their modality.
The turn after it comes down.
Yeah.
It just ended
Pretty
up workshopping that they ended up.
Joel, how do I get rich
abilities,
quick?
and
Ask him for a friend.
they
Rob a
play
bank.
fairly differently, but they're pretty sweet.
Pretty
Some
much the
pretty good
fastest
healing
way.
salve, so.
I don't know if they're gonna let you keep it, but
A version of healing salve. It's probably better with that 3-mana wrath. Maybe. And then we also have borderless versions of the dragons. So let's see. There's
we saw these.
the inspiration.
7 mana, 7/7.
First, let's talk about the treatment.
Lava Axe Ward.
We'll talk about the dragons.
Yeah, so
Instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm.
On Tarkir Dragonstorm, and just dragons were on our mind. We're always thinking about
Pretty
what are
crazy.
cool treatments that we can do with dragons after doing a full set of cool treatments of
Some
dragons.
good reanimator targets in this set.
Lean into the whimsy. Often when you see elder dragons, they're seen as like really regal and badass poses where they're flying or swooping. And here instead we wanted to say, hey,
What is cooler, Spider-Man, TMNT, or Strixhaven? Depends on what you like.
Different colleges. So here you see Prismari with this colorful palette kind of illustrating and drawing things, but you still get that beautiful borderless full art frame.
Wayne Reynolds art, by the way.
All right, now let's talk, Reggie, about the design of the Elder Dragons.
It's kind of like colored pencil. I'd love to know what medium this is.
Sorcery spells you cast have some ability.
Yeah.
How did you land on that as the motif for these 5?
Relatedly.
Yeah, 7 is rough, Matt. That's why I'm talking about. Let's cheat it out. Let's treasure it out.
Environment, in our standard block, and we were looking for ways to set these dragons apart, both from their original versions, the Elder Dragons from Strixhaven School of Mages, which are pretty awesome, and from just all the other dragons in the environment. And so we were thinking about ways to make them stand out, and we liked hooking into the instants and sorceries bit of these are, scholars. They're elder dragons that founded their colleges. And we ended up, running with this instants and sorcery spells.
These are going to look cool in foil, too. At least this one will.
We're kind of gritting it out.
That backlight, that giant window he's got behind him.
A lot of them changed a lot of times, but Storm did stick for quite a while.
That and the painting, the blank canvas and the yellow in his brush strokes.
Wild line of text.
I mean, if you want in this set, you could cast an ancestral
Be a cool
recall
foil.
with Storm. Where else can you do that?
That's nowhere. Canadian High.
This man seriously just goes, you could cast Ancestral Recall with Storm.
We did see
What a
questions in
set!
chat about, I believe it was Lorehold that gave Cascade.
Quandrix gives
Cascade. Okay, Quandrix gives that's right. Lorehold gives Miracle. So Quandrix gives Cascade. We recently, semi-recently, introduced
That's what I'm saying,
Discover,
Arconu.
an updated version.
I'm like, y'all know a spell called Reanimate exists, right?
A little bit of two factors.
Oh, pause. I love Wayne Reynolds. But across the board, this set's art looks dope. And it's got a lot of like, it's got opening for a lot of classic looking stuff in the main set, but then the Mystical Archive and then the Japanese Showcase Mystical Archive gives a lot of opening for other styles too. Super sweet.
Instants and sorceries, and so we would have had to write some slightly more pained words of instants and sorceries have discover X, where X is their mana value, and it would have discover 6 on it, and it would just read a little wonkier, frankly. And so we tested and thought Cascade was workable, and so we ran with it.
Cool.
Yeah, one of the funny things is typically when we work on a Magic set, there's quite a long span of time between when we're pencils down in the set and when the set actually releases.
Greatness at any cost, baby.
And go to print and everything. And during that time span,
Even if that cost is 7 life.
And so coming back to this set with fresh new eyes after leave and being able to see everything we've done with it, it's just been really
For
wonderful to see what
Jank to path it and me fail to find a basic and pass.
Magic's history, whether through the Mystical Archive, whether through our paradigm shelves.
That's the way it goes, or it get I reanimate with no other mana open, I get mana tithed.
Where you can kind of live the dream in so many different ways.
Yeah.
That's my normal
All
experience.
Right. Let's move on to our next treatment, which is a familiar but very fun one.
Oh man, we already saw this one.
Field Notes.
Show us a new one.
What are these, and where can you get them?
Yeah, so Field Notes is a returning booster fund.
143. Seems a little high price to me, Taylor.
Students kind of venturing out until their different field locations. It gives you that feeling of the students are actually illustrating in their different
Let's check MSRP on Playbox.
So one of the things that I love here is you can tell this is a Prismari student who's kind of doodling different movements and different styles.
They don't have MSRP on the
throughout
boxes.
set, you'll be able to see different, depending on what color.
$5.49.
margins. And so these will be found in both play and collector boosters and foil and non-foil.
We've already talked about Paradigm, so we'll keep moving on to another very cool inclusions, which are the portal dual lands. So these are showing
not bad.
human paths. And actually, Athena, why don't you talk about them?
Yeah, so these are
These look awesome.
into a different dimension, and I'm really
G-Trice,
excited
what
to
up?
see what fans are kind of thinking's on the other side here. Just really gorgeous art, full art. Each of them shows the different stylings.
Oh, nice, Nico. Hell yeah.
You've got some of that beautiful Witherbloom organic magic, some of that more Quandrix fractal magic for the full cycle here of all 5 lands.
It's the elevator pitch for someone new to Strixhaven.
I mean, obviously, we know why.
New to Magic with Strixhaven? I got a video for that last Thursday. Drop that.
How did you all end
Go
up
check that out.
on
Thumbnail
this
has
cycle of
perfect starting place with a little arrow to what I recommend you buy first.
Well, the first
if it's
time
your
around.
starting
So
place
we
for
first saw
Magic.
these lands in Innistrad Midnight Hunt and Innistrad Crimson Vow, and I feel like when we put them into that set,
Short version is go to your pre-release,
one of those things where
know in advance what commander you want to get, and pick that as
such
your
a simple
pre-release,
line, kind of reminiscent of fast lands,
and get that
or some of
Codex
our
bundle
other
when it
land
comes out.
cycles, But we just felt like the play patterns were really good. The power level was just about right, and it had been a little while.
So you
since we'd
started
seen
for real
it
with
standard,
Turtles?
and so it felt like it was just a good landing spot.
Yeah, so maybe go
All right.
some commander that's like
our
super
next
different.
Booster fund treatment is.
I'll have my videos released.
art.
So if you know the game a little bit, I'll have my videos reviewing exactly what I would recommend different types of players buy over the next like 3 or 4 days. I'll start with a general overview of the whole set, and then I'll dig into the commander decks first, and then I'll dig into the collector box after that.
If you like more art, they have more art. All right. And then finally.
Oh,
I
nice.
wanna
Carrie
talk
just said,
about the
chat. So if you're listening to this, Carrie Lynn 4515 just said, just FYI, Amazon collector boosters. Oh, dude, look at that deduce. Sorry, look at the art on that deduce Japanese. Oh man, that's so good. Carrie Lynn 4515 said, just FYI, Amazon collector booster is not sold out. They're releasing a few at a time. I just secured a box. Keep trying. So refresh Amazon if you still want a collector box of this, chat.
So it'll be one in every pack where you can open it up and you'll be able to cast these spells in limited formats and really kind of, I don't know, I keep saying live the dream, but it really is. You get to live the dream of casting some of these fun spells that you never really thought you
Yeah,
would
Wilkes, for sure.
before. And then you can add them to your collection later and put them into your commander decks.
Yeah. So how often, where are you going to be seeing these?
So the English version of the Mystical Archive on the left, it'll be one per pack in play boosters, as well as sometimes in collector boosters, you'll get some of the foil versions. There's also a Japanese Mystical Archive version, which in English booster packs is exclusive to collector boosters. If you are in Japan and opening play boosters, you'll get a small smattering of the Japanese Mystical Archive occasionally in play boosters, because it is Japan, and we think you should have the ability to play with cards in your own language.
Yep.
And then we have this beautiful Silver Scroll Foil Mystical Archive, which is our collector booster exclusive. Absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, so if I heard that right,
I think you might have some.
every pack
if we wanna
of play packs has a Mystical Archive this version.
I don't want to show me though, so
Every collector pack has a Japanese,
able to zoom
but
in,
you can't open those in English play packs.
So this is Duty Before Death.
And then you've got a foil modifier that you can roll
So here is
in collector packs only called Silver Scroll Treatment. Daggum, look at that. Blake, you're the focus, man.
That's not. They're pretty.
Gotta
They're pretty. They're pretty. So
They look awesome.
all right, but
Trust
yes,
me.
the foiling. So it's a little raised. It's a little bit textured. Here
Tongue feel?
is-
Blake, could we get a tongue feel on it?
Will.
They have a really
Amazon
nice
doesn't
silver
have
sheen
pre-order
to it,
anymore.
In addition,
Amazon,
to around the name of the card, as well
Carrie,
as the
maybe
type
are
line
you
and
in
the
a?
text box,
Are
you
you
get that
not in the
raised
U.S.?
silver,
Maybe you're in a
I think
different
is what we call it
geography.
internally. So it really glints.
Price on Amazon jumped up to 400. Not shocked.
Beyond Death.
They just told everybody that you could possibly open a Force of Will
All
in
right.
a play pack of this.
Those
So
are all of the treatments. We do have one more thing before we go, which is Secrets of Strixhaven previews are obviously kicking off right now, and in order to fully
Chat.
appreciate the set, we've invited a bunch.
We'll
of
Spain with the
creators,
$2.
To
Which Elder
partake
Dragon and where's
show
Liliana?
off a bunch of
I don't think Liliana is
Here are all
in
of
this.
the creators who are
Hey, look whose name it is.
going to be posting content. You can look for hashtag
And I'm a
MTG
Boros guy.
Ambassador or
on this set.
MTG.
Yay! Joel's an ambassador on this
media
one.
Platform, and you'll find all
Chat.
of these fine folks.
Strixhaven
making some
looks
really
pretty
cool stuff.
sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
About Secrets of Strixhaven over the next 2 weeks as we roll through.
We've got a lot to cover over the next couple of weeks, but that's gonna do me for today. Appreciate you hanging out. Hope you're excited about Strixhaven. I got coverage starting immediately. I'm walking away right now so that I can go start writing and turning this stuff into analysis and videos for y'all. Appreciate you. Shout out to the sponsors, Card Conduit, Packs.com, TCG Player, Dragon Shield, and Moxfield. Shout out to the patrons. Appreciate y'all, as always. Support me directly over there and get rewarded for it. Patrons, I'll see you Thursday night for some Commandy. Yes, Deegs, from what I can tell, and I'm going to clarify this for videos, obviously. I'll get all this info out to y'all. That's what I'm going to go look up and work on right now. But from what I could tell, Japanese version English play packs won't have Japanese Mystical Archive alternates. Those will be exclusive to collector packs, as will that silver up treatment. Ah, thanks, Rubber Toe. I appreciate you remembering our cute little nicknames for each other. See you later, dingus. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Love you, mean it. I'm going to go work on videos. Chat at y'all later. Thanks again for all the generosity today, by the way. John Reed, Nico. Hang on. My thing's not working well. Give me a second. Wolf Spain, John Reed, Nico, ETA Rapio, and Wolf Spain again. Y'all's generosity is crazy. Love you much.